Hello, welcome to Jason the Millennial. I am Jason, speaking here from my bedroom in the great state of Kansas, and I'm here with Adam from What the Gym,
Hello.
from his bedroom in the great country of England, I guess. I don't know,
Yeah,
uh,
in the northeast of England.
northeast of England.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so we're here to talk about a duo that is referred to as the Swell season, which is two individuals, Glenn Hansard from Ireland and Marketa Oglova from Czech Republic, have formed this group of people. Might not, I don't know how well known they are, if people have heard about them. It's not like, one of your major radio in the United States, anyways. I don't know about England either, but you're not going to hear them on the radio necessarily. But man, they are one of my favorite duos to ever listen to. And I've been a big fan ever since I saw the movie once back in 2007, 2008, whatever, when that came out. Anyways, and that kind of blew them up as a duo because they weren't a duo at that time. They kind of formed as a duo because of that movie and then kind of blew up as a group, anyways, and have had, I would say, again, it's maybe more of a cult following. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how. I mean, they have a lot of big fans, I think, and they tour and they do really well, but to the casual audience, might not know who they are. But so I'm glad we're talking about them. I love listening to them and talking about them. I've talked about them actually quite a bit on my on my channel. I always love, and I love introducing this group to anybody because I think they're one of the
Mhm.
best, and their albums are some of my favorite albums. But first, I go to you, Adam. Like your thoughts, I guess, and how did you hear about the Swell season?
Well, it was because of you.
I
You
figured.
bought me you bought me that Strict Joy album on
Yep.
CD.
Yep.
Got it next to me here as part of a mini sort of CD exchange we were doing. You had that one. It was also the John Mayer album, the Room for Squares album,
Yeah.
and the Switchfoot, the
Switchfoot.
beautiful
Yeah.
yeah, the beautiful letdown
You feel that down. Yeah.
album. But yeah, I really enjoyed that album. So of course, then had to get their debut album, and I bought their latest album on vinyl.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I haven't found it yet at a store, so I have to go on Amazon probably to get it. I don't know.
yeah, I think I bought mine on Amazon.
Okay, that's probably how I need to get mine. Um, yeah, because I always look for it when I go to any place that has a CD section. But unfortunately, I've not found the Forward album. Just listened to it on Spotify for me.
Yeah, but yeah, I've not heard the one soundtrack though. I've not even seen the once movie.
You haven't seen it?
But I know it's one of your favorite movies, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I love it. I
Yeah,
love the
might
music
get it
and
on
yeah,
DVD at some point.
you have to.
Yeah. So, should I quickly go through my album ranking for those three albums?
Yeah, if you want to talk about the albums and what you thought, yeah.
So we'll start off with their debut, which is it was my number three. But I think all these albums are excellent though.
Okay. Yeah.
So my number three is their debut.
Okay.
But my favorite songs from it are "In the Arms of This Low," "Sleeping," and of course "Falling Slowly," which did, didn't that give them an Oscar?
Yep, they won the Oscar for best
Yeah,
song for that. Yeah, little. It's a little movie. It's not like a big budget. It's a very low budget movie. Uh, that. Yeah, won the Oscar. It's so incredible. Yeah.
yeah. And you might be a bit surprised by this, but my number two is the album "Strict Joy" from 2009.
Oh, okay, so all right. So you really
My
like the
favorite,
Forward album?
yeah. But my favorite songs from it are "Low Rising," "In These Arms," "Paper Cup," and "Two Two Tongues." Yeah, which means my favorite's the latest album, "Forward."
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, my favorite songs on that are "Factory Street Bells," "People We Used to Be," "Stuck in Reverse," and "I Leave Everything to You." They're all the songs of the first side.
Yeah.
The first side of the album. I think it's their best side of music they've done. I
Yeah,
think the second side is really good as well. It's also their shortest album. It's only got 8 songs.
yeah, only 8 songs.
Yeah,
They added they added like two bonuses. I don't know if you saw that.
yeah, it's like a bonus EP or something.
Yeah. So they added like two songs that, and they didn't put it on the album because they wanted the album to only be 40 minutes or less. So
The one that was would have been the title track.
yeah, one of them
Forward.
was Forward, the song Forward.
I got a bit confused when I saw that. Isn't that on the album Forward? It's not on the album.
That is funny. They kept the title song off the album.
But I'm not sure what else you could have called it. They couldn't have really called it Factory Street. They couldn't really call it Factory Street Bells.
No, Forward's a good name. I like Forward.
I suppose you could have called it Stuck in Reverse.
Stuck in Reverse, maybe? Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, I'm curious to see what I think I know what your number one's going to be. I'm curious to know
Yeah,
what your number three
yeah.
and number two is going to be.
Well, I'll talk a little bit about how I found out about the Swell scene, I guess, a little more. And I will talk a little bit more about the group because I think it's a very interesting
Mm-hmm.
story, I think, overall. Yeah, and I just heard about because, and I remember, gosh, vividly, I used to watch Ebert and Roper. It used to be Siskel and Ebert, but then Siskel died, and so then it was Roger Ebert and Richard Roper had this um, movie review. They were movie critics, and they would review the movies of the week. And Roper reviewed this movie. I never heard of it, of course. Like I said, it's very. I don't know if it got a big release either. I think it might have been almost like a limited release kind of movie. Like it's very low budget, like very not very many actors in it. I mean, it's a very low scale movie in a sense. And Roper just raved about how good this movie is, and that it's like one of the best like modern musicals. And I was like, huh, okay. And I remember I heard like I saw a clip of them singing "Falling Slowly," and I was like, this song's amazing. Like, what is this? Like, who is these people? I was so blown away just by that. And I happened to find a theater in Wichita, close where I live, that would show used to show more of those limited movies that not just the mainstream widespread movies, whatever, but somehow they would find some of the movies that weren't in the other theaters. And once it happened to be at the theater, and I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta go see this movie. It looks so interesting. Anyway, so I went and saw it in the movie theater and absolutely loved it, especially the music. I mean, the music is what really I love so much about the movie is like this is my kind of music. Like I always said, I came out and go, yeah, it's like they purposely made this music for me, like because this is like the style that I love. I don't know, it's kind of this folk rock, maybe style, modern, folk. I don't know, indie folk. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. It's like mostly acoustic guitar playing and piano playing. It's like the two main instruments. Man, I love acoustic singer songwriters that either play acoustic guitar or play piano. And I love duos, of course. I'm a big fan of duo groups, and so I don't know. It was just the perfect music for me to go. I love this music so much, and so when that movie came out and the soundtrack came out, of course, I got the soundtrack and listened the heck out of it and loved the soundtrack. I thought one of the best things I've ever heard in my life. And yeah, I was so happy. I can't say I've never been more happy to see someone win an Oscar than seeing Glenn Hansard and Mercado Glover win the Oscar. It's like they're up there. It's like these aren't major, rich, famous people. These are like, they're not well known outside, locally maybe. And here they are on the grandest stage, holding an Oscar for an incredible song. Falling Slowly is an incredible song. So well deserved Oscar, Anyways, uh yeah, and that's where I got into them. And man, would love to hear more from them. It's unfortunate they only have 3 albums, and the
Mm-hmm.
soundtrack is all you got out of them. But yeah, the interesting story is like, yeah, Glenn Hansard from Ireland, he basically quit school when he was like in kind of high school age to go busk, whatever, where you go on the street and you play songs and people put money in your guitar,
Busking, yeah.
busking. Yeah. So he was like, I'm going to go busking. I'm going to quit high school and go busking, which is quite a bold move. But I think he just knew that music is going to be his career. And he was right. I mean, he was just a very talented singer, guitar player, and songwriter. And And then he got into a band called the Frames, which the Frames aren't well known here in the United States. I don't know about in Europe. I'm guessing they're more well known, maybe in Ireland, maybe.
Maybe in Ireland, but definitely not here in the UK.
So not in the UK either. So it's weird. Like he's in this band, the Frames, making enough money that they have a record deal. They're making albums. They're touring. I never heard of them before, but so they're not hugely famous, but famous in Ireland maybe enough that they can make. He made enough money that that's what he did, and he was the lead singer of that group. And I've heard some of their albums, and there's some good songs there. And I love Glenn Hansard. I think he has one of the greatest voices I've ever heard. Incredible range and just incredible power too. He sings with such emotion and such passion. I've never heard anybody sing like him before. Where like you hear a song and you just go, "Oh my gosh!" It feels like he's really giving it his all in the song, and I love that about Glenn Hansard. Anyways, he actually met Marketa Glova when Marketa Glova was like a young teenager in the Czech Republic because he was touring, I guess, in Czech Republic, and he must have came across like Marquetta's maybe dad or something like that. Somebody said, "Hey, you gotta listen to this girl, Marquetta Glova. She's really talented." And so he met her when she was young because they're like 15 years, I think, difference. I think he's like 15 years or so
Hmm.
older than her, so it's quite a bit different. So he met her when she was really young, actually, and
Yeah.
he had her come on stage, I think, during the Frames concert to play with them or something like that because she was a really talented piano player at a young age or something like that. And so she's just was going places musically at such a young age. And so he just kind of knew who she was, and they kind of, I guess, they must have crossed paths over the years and knew each other. Anyways, John Carney, who played for the Frames, decided to quit and become a filmmaker and went to film school or something like that. And so he wrote this movie once. Uh, it's kind of his first movie he wrote, and he wrote it with the mind of Glenn Hansard being the lead in the movie. And Glenn Hansard's not an actor. But he wrote this movie for a musician to play, and I guess he thought Glenn Hansard had it in him to be able to be the lead role, and so asked him to be this lead role. And I don't, he doesn't even have a, yeah, I guess he hasn't seen the movie, but he doesn't even have a name. He's just called Guy, and the or something like that. And the girl is just called Girl. Like I don't think they were given names in the movie. It's just Guy and Girl or something like that. And so they're like, okay, we need a female to be, to act from in the female role, the main female role. But again, they're going for a musician more than an actress, and so I think Glenn Hansard was like, hey, I know this girl, Marketa Glova, really talented piano player and musician, stuff like that, and I think she would be great in this role. And so they said, oh yeah, okay. So they got her, and she agreed to. Again, never acted in her life, and so they gave these two non-actors the lead roles in this movie, and they wrote the music together. Of course, that's what really makes the movie is Glenn Hansard and Marketa obviously have great chemistry together, and they were really great at writing music together, and they wrote some absolutely incredible songs for that movie. Once, of course, like I said, winning the Oscar. I mean, that's how good they fit in together. And so it's funny they made that movie, and she was pretty young. I mean, she was I don't know if she was 20 or something like that, and he's in his 30s, and so they weren't dating or anything when they made it, of course, and they just kind of knew their friends or something, and they play in the movie kind of somewhat, I guess, to give it too much away, but they kind of are in love, but they don't really ever, do anything. They just kind of are almost like really good friends in the movie. But you can tell like they kind of love each other. So, but they have great chemistry in the movie, and they do a good job for being non-actors as well. And yeah, it's a great movie, I think, for being such a low budget kind of movie. But without without any professionals in it. And it's the guy's first movie too, John Carney. But anyways, but as they were promoting this movie, it's like, guess what happens? They fall in love. It's one of those things where they just, I think, through the story, through being around each other, they start a relationship in real life, which is one of those cool
Hmm.
like love stories. Like, wow, this
Yeah.
they meet together on this movie where they're fall in love and then they fall in love in real life. Really cool love story kind of thing going on. So they're dating and they're promoting it. Well, they come, I guess, as we said, they actually come out with the Swell season, that first album in 2006. So that album came out right before the movie did, I guess. So they must have been working on these songs before they made the movie officially. And so they for some reason put out the album before even the soundtrack came out, or somewhere around that time.
Hmm.
Or it's very close to each other, I think. But according to the one that came out, Swell Season came out 2006. Anyway, so a lot of the songs on the album Swell Season, there's a like Falling Slowly. I think uh, maybe When Your Mind's Made Up might be on both albums. Leave is on both albums. Anyway, there's a couple of songs that are on both albums. So it's interesting that it's like an album. It's like, why do we have the 12 season and the soundtrack when there's a lot of the same stuff? But anyways, that's the first album. And then that movie, and then as I said, everything kind of blew up for them, and they started touring together, of course, because they had a bit of a following after, people that loved that movie like me, definitely wanted to see more of them. And so they did the tour and everything was going great. And then they worked on their second album, Strict Joy, which came out just 2 years later, 2009, which was I was so happy. I remember when that came out. At times I was listening to iTunes. I remember it coming out and I bought all the songs on iTunes. I bought the whole album, put it on my iPod mini, and I listened the heck out of that. And it was like, man, this is even better than the first album. And I thought that was such an amazing album. I listened to that so much on my iPod, and eventually bought in CD, of course, and I bought you the CD. But
Hmm.
yeah, it's just more this. It's beautiful, just some beautiful music, and I love the piano playing and the acoustic guitar together work so well together. Plus their voices, their harmonies are so great, and it's crazy because he can hit the high harmonies. He's got almost more the higher voice because he can hit
Yeah.
these crazy high notes, which is so amazing, and then what makes it so unique, I think. And yeah, them singing together is just some of the best music I've ever heard, and everything is so great. And like there's almost a whole I mean it's hard to pick just a couple songs out of that album. Of course, I Two Tongues is great, and Filling the Pool, and In These Arms, and Paper Cup, The Rain, Verb. It's all great. I absolutely love that album, and it's one of my favorite albums of all time. But while they're making that album, they actually broke up. They were starting to fight, and they made a movie, actually a documentary called The Swell Season, that came out in 2011. And that kind of that documentary kind of documents their touring and when they kind of started breaking up. So that kind of gets you a little bit of a sense of what happened. They were touring. She was, I don't know, kind of getting unhappy with all the fame. I think she was having trouble because all of a sudden she's like getting famous, and Glenn Hansard handled it better because he was already in a band and he already like kind of knew how to deal with that situation. But she just really struggled with all of a sudden being famous, I think, and that kind of put a strain on the relationship. And they started fighting on the touring, and then so it's interesting that the movie and the first album is kind of them falling in love. It feels like this is an album where two people are falling in love, writing an album together. Strict Joy is an album where you feel like they're breaking up, they're falling apart. And so you really hear that, I think, in the two albums, the difference, I think. And
Hmm.
you hear the emotions in both albums, a lot of emotional stuff in there, I think. Great
Yes.
songwriting. Anyway, so they break up, and but they're friends. They break up, but they're still friends, and they go kind of their separate ways, and they make solo albums. Each one made several solo albums, I think, on their own, through their. And he's still with the band Frames, I think he does, but he does a lot more solo work now. Glenn Hansard. Anyways, and they even did a Broadway musical that won a bunch of Tonys. So
Mm.
that did very well. The Once, the Broadway play, Broadway musical. And so, man, they're just getting so much success out of this. And you've been hoping and waiting for them to make a third album. You always think, gosh, I hope they get together and make a third album, but it just never happened. And you felt like, oh gosh, is that it? Are we just gonna get two albums out of these two? They're
But
so
16,
amazing.
but 16 years later.
Yeah, and it's like it took so long, and I just gave up on them ever come. And she ended up marrying a music producer from Iceland, and she moved to Iceland. That's where she lives now, is in Iceland. She had some kids with, she's still currently married to this Icelandic producer guy, and I think I don't know if he got married, but I know he had a kid or so, and he might have got married too. Anyway, so they had their own lives, they had their own anyways. But of course, they're always going to be tied together because of the movie and the music that they made together and how much people love their movies and the music. And so in the 2000s they started to tour together a little bit more, and we started seeing them getting together and singing. And of course, as fans, we're all like, "Oh my gosh, does this mean we're going to get a third album?" That's what I thought. I was like, "Oh my gosh, maybe they're working together." Anyways, and then it was just like in 2024 or something like that, they came out with a video called "The Answer Is Yes." I don't know if you've seen that. Um, but they wrote a song together called "The Answer Is Yes," and you can look on YouTube or I don't
Right.
know
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
Spotify.
I'll watch it after this.
Yes, and oh, it's a great song. I remember like, oh my gosh, it's the first song we're hearing out of these two for 15 years or something like that. And you hear that song and you go, oh my gosh, they still have it. They still can write songs together. And when I heard that, I thought, oh my gosh, surely they're making another album. I mean, what they're recording together, they're writing together. This gotta mean they're coming out with another album. They're working on an album. I just knew it, and I kept saying it in my channel. I kept saying, I think they're coming out with an album soon. I think they're working on an album. I just got a feeling they've been working together in the studio and they've been touring together more. So I don't know what happened to get them together again, but maybe time after time, and they had kids, and all the stuff happened to them. Of course, COVID and all that happened. I don't know, something in there. They finally brought them back together, and I couldn't be happier. I was so happy when I saw them back together. And then when they announced the new album, Forward, coming out last year in 2025, I actually bought a ticket to go see them in Kansas City, but I ended up moving away from Kansas City area, and I moved
Yeah.
back to my parents' house. So now I'm 3 hours away. So I ended up not going to the concert, but which makes me mad because I bought those tickets like a year in advance, or almost not maybe not a year, but I mean I bought those tickets well in advance to go see them in concert. I really wanted to see them concert in Kansas City because I only lived 30 miles. I lived maybe 30, 45 minutes away from Kansas City from where I lived. So it would have been an easy, drive there and see it and come back home. But now, because I'm 3 hours away, it was just too hard to go there. And I work in the morning, so I couldn't go there and then get up in the morning for work. So it just didn't work out. And it sucked, and it's sad that I didn't get to see them live, but I almost had a chance to anyways. But yeah, very excited for the album Forward. Of course, that came out as we talked about, and very good album. I don't like it as much as the other two, but still, I give it a 9 out of 10. It was the best album I've heard of last year, but I didn't hear that many albums. Um, but yeah, so that's kind of a story of them getting back together. And so to me, Forward is like this is the album where this is them reuniting after 16 years of going their own lives, coming back together. So it's just this great, a circle of falling in love, falling out of love, and then reuniting many, many years later. So it's this trilogy of albums almost has its own story and plot to it. Just listen, I don't know, it's for me anyways. And I hear that in some of the songs, like for me, like Stuck in Reverse and People Used to Know, or People Used to Be, because the songs really remind me of like a relationship falling apart, um, and one in living in the past and trying to move on and move forward with your life, but yet having a hard time leaving the past behind. I guess, and to me, that kind of resembles these two people, except I think they have moved on with their lives. But yeah, for some reason, it's just like really cool though how this album just all three albums seem to somehow resemble their relationships in real life. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I feel about it. In fact, I felt like listening to Forward, I really felt very emotional because I thought those were very emotional songs. And I'm going through a lot of emotional stuff in my own life personally that it reminds me of all the stuff that's going on with me right now. So, I mean, for me, very emotional album. But if I was to rank them, I would rank Forward third. I think, like I said, I think People Used to Be in Second Verse, top tier songs, amazing songs. And Factory Street Bells, I love too. That is such a good song. Those three absolutely amazing songs. I think after that there's a big drop off, I think, but the songs are still okay. And then there's one song I really don't like, and I think it's the same song you don't like as much, maybe. Um uh on the album.
Let me get the track list up.
uh
Uh, is it 100 Words? Is it Great Way?
is it,
Or is it Pretty Stories? Or is it
um,
Little Sugar? A Little Sugar. I think it might be. It's not that one then.
Is it them? I can't remember now. There's one that's not very pretty. It's like not just a very kind of
Yeah,
chaotic song.
I think it might be great way.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. Yeah.
I think it might be great
That's
way.
that's the song. That's the one song I don't like because it's just not pretty. It's a little too chaotic for me. The rest of the albums though was very more more of what I like out of them. Very pretty songs. I don't know why they don't hit me as much most of those songs. But anyways, I would say that third. Second, I would say was the Swell season because it has Fallen Slowly on it, and that is such an amazing song, of course. And it has a lot of songs that are on the soundtrack. That's really great. And though some of the songs sound a little different, like it's a different recording of the same song that's on the soundtrack. But it's definitely got some great stuff on there. And then number one, yeah, Strict Joy. You're probably saying that's the one you knew. It's my favorite because
Yeah,
uh, it's like I don't know. I think it was in my top 15 favorite albums or something like that when I did my top 100 albums. And it used to be. It's so close to a top 10 album for me. I'm very close to putting it in my top 10. I love this album so much. It's so beautiful. I mean, I was just listening to some of the songs today, and it's just I just love the music so much, the style of music anyway. So
hmm
anyway, so that's my spiel on the Swell season.
yeah. It's a very interesting story about how
Yeah.
they met, and yeah, the fact they had a relationship together for a few years.
I hope they keep making albums. I don't know what
Yeah,
the plan is right now.
hopefully they're not going to stop with
Uh,
forward,
yeah,
and they're going to keep moving forward.
I hope so.
Hopefully,
They keep moving forward.
yeah,
They are touring the album, so that's what they're doing right now. But yeah. All right. So then we were going to talk about our top 10 favorite Swell season songs.
do you have
Um,
any? I've got honorable mention.
yeah,
I'm sure you've got several.
I've got several honorable mentions.
Mine's a song. It's two tongues from the Strict Joy album
Mhm.
about two people struggling with honesty and communication in a relationship. I think the reason why it's not my top 10 is because they're titled Two Tongues. I just find it a weird title
It's
for
a
a
weird
song.
title.
Yeah,
It is kind of weird, yeah. um, that's your honorable mention.
yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah, if I go through songs that I really love that I didn't get in my top 10, um, off of the Strict Joy album, Low Rising, The Rain, Paper Cup, The Verb, all great songs. For the Forward album, I just put the Factory Street Bells is a great song. Missed my top 10. And then for the this is either the first album or the one soundtrack, but When Your Mind's Made Up, Lies, and Sleeping, I think are great songs off of those. I don't know. So do you want to go back and forth on the 10 through, or do you want to?
yeah. I'm fine going back and forth.
Okay. So you want to go with your number 10?
Right, so my number 10. It's my favorite song that Mark Ketter sings lead vocals on. It's the song "I Leave Everything to You" from the Forward album.
That's a Forward album, yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's about trusting someone you love to guide the future. And she doesn't actually have many songs when she sings the lead on it.
Not really.
She made does the backing vocals. But
Yeah.
I really love this song. I think it's a really good one. I just like the other ones a bit more. So that's why it's number 10. I just think the other ones have just got a bit more about them.
Yeah. My number 10 is also a Makeda Glova song, and that is People We Used to Be from the Forward album. Is like I said, my top two favorite songs is that one and the other one, but I'll talk about later. But uh, it's funny, this song was a song that she wrote on her own, and she was singing it in concert, and it wasn't on an album or anything. And this is when Glenn Hanser and her were talking about working on an album together, and they were touring together, I think. So he heard her sing the song, and he told her, "Hey, let's put that song on the album." Like he kind of said, "Save that song for the album." He's like, "Don't put that on your album. I want it on our album." He loved that song so much. That's kind of a cool story where he really loved that song that he heard her sing, and he was like, "Oh, I want to be on this song. It's so good." And I agree, it's a great kind of emotional song about, you know, just the title, people used to be, about how people change, and and she kind of compares it to she says, I'm not going to sit here and watch the fire burn everything we've known. So kind of how a relationship can, go from bad to good. And I love that she sings the first part with just the piano, and then he comes in on the second verse. I
Hmm.
love how, and then they sing together in the chorus. Sounds so great.
Yeah,
And it kind of builds up a little bit. And there's just some great I was listening today, some great lines in it about, how something about how you can be friends and then you can be strangers or something like that. And it's like, oh, that's so true. How do you become in love, and then next thing you know, you don't talk to each other. It's a really beautiful song. Go through number 9.
yeah. Number 9. We go back to the Strict Joy album with the song Paper Cut, which is
That's a great song.
about feeling emotionally empty and longing for a real connection. It's one of their more stripped back songs.
Hmm.
It's one of the most acoustic ones. Yeah, I really love it. I think lyrically it's one of their best. But I just like that the other songs have got a bit more instrumentation going on.
Yeah.
So that's why it's number 9.
Mm. I love that song. Glenn Hansard, yeah, so good.
Yeah,
My number 9 is another Mercado Glova song, and this is off the Strict Joy album, and it's called "I Have Loved You Wrong," and it's my favorite song of hers. I would say, of course, these are actually I'm number 10 and number 9 are the only kind of Mercado Glova songs. My favorite songs are the Glenn Hansard songs, and he usually kind of dominates the album as far as the lead singing. But this was a beautiful song off that album. Again, kind of going to, she's kind of almost apologized. She says, "Forgive me, lover, for I've sinned, for I have loved you wrong." And the song is just about her, like, confessing, like, she didn't handle the situation well, the relationship well, and she, kind of confessing things she might have done wrong. Yeah, it's just a beautiful. I love the kind of the boom, 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 the bass kind of. I think it's a bass. I don't know what that is, but do do do. Like, oh, it's such a beautiful sound, and her piano is so beautiful in it, and she sings great. Yeah, it's a really great Marquetta song.
yeah.
Number 8.
And number 8, we're still sticking with Strict Joy. It's the first song on the album. Low rising.
Oh, the Rising. Yeah.
Yeah, about encouraging someone to believe in themselves and rise above doubt. But yeah, I think it's a pretty way to open the album. I think it's one of their better more upbeat songs that they did. I think it's probably their best. It's one of their best album openers.
Yeah.
But saying it's one of their best, you've only got 4 albums though.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's great. It's in my honorable mentions.
Yeah,
There, it could have been my top 10. It's hard to pick 10 songs.
I think it's their most streamed song on
Oh,
Spotify.
really? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's hard because it's like we're in an era where I don't know if we put out singles anymore or we put out album, like they didn't chart or anything necessarily, maybe, or I don't know if they put out any singles it's weird because we're just not kind of in that era like it used to be, I think. I might be wrong, but um see, number 8, I have "In These Arms" from Strict Joy album. This is really Glenn Hansard kind of starts off with just him and the acoustic guitar. And it's a very soft kind of song until you get to the chorus, and then Marquette comes in with the piano, and I just love the chorus. Yeah, in these are how's it go? Um, I was I can't remember how it went, but something about like I almost like I was meant for you or something like that, or my arms were. I don't know. It's a very beautiful like line about you know maybe I was born to hold you in these arms. I think is how it goes. The chorus. I'm trying to think in my head.
yeah.
It's like
It's something like
maybe
that.
I was born to hold you in these arms.
Yeah, I think
Oh
it goes like that.
man, beautiful chorus. Them singing together. Absolutely love it. And he even uses a curse word in here as well, which is unusual.
Oh yeah, it
Um,
does.
a hole. He says something about someone being a hole.
Yeah,
It's like okay, that's interesting. um, it's a beautiful song. I love it. That's number 8.
Well, my number 7. We haven't really talked about this album very much. It's their debut album. It's from the debut album. It's the song "Sleeping,"
Yeah, that's
which I
great.
know you have as one of your
Yeah,
honorable
I'll
mentions.
mention.
Yeah,
That's a good song.
it's reflecting a love, a distance between two people. Yeah, I really love it. I'd say it's one of the more underrated songs. But I think they're a very underrated duo as a
Yeah,
whole, though. Yeah, not many people
yeah.
know who the Swell season are.
No, if you knew anything from them, it might be "Falling Slowly" because that was the big
Yeah,
song that won the Oscar. So that'd be the song you might know from them. Besides that, yeah, you'd have to be someone who, yeah, watched the movie and got into them or whatever. My number 7 is "All the Way Down," which is on the Once album soundtrack. So you might not know this one.
no,
um, but it's just Glenn Hansard and acoustic guitar, and it's just a lovely song. And well, it goes, "You have broken me all the way down, down to my knees." And it's like that. It's just Glenn Hansard, just so good. It's- And it's kind of a scaled back song. In the movie, it like appears in the movie. He's just sitting on his bed, and this happens a lot in the movie where it's like, and what I love about they call it a modern musical because they don't, it's not a musical in the sense that they don't just break out in song out of nowhere. They're musicians that are just, playing around on their instruments, and they'll sing a song or whatever. And this is one of those instances where he's just sitting on his bed, has nothing to do with the movie or what's going on. It's just him sitting on the bed, and he's playing this song as he's sitting on his bed. He's playing this song, just him alone in his room, all the way down, and it's so beautiful. Like it just appears in the movie, and you're like, oh my gosh. For me, anyways, I was like, what a beautiful song. And it's just this almost random song that just shows, of course, because in the movie he's trying to get a record deal, kind of. In the movie, he makes a demo tape and kind of gets a record deal out of it. Anyway, so he's a very talented musician, and he's kind of playing himself in the movie. He's like a talented musician who's busking on the streets. And anyway, so but yeah, it's a great song.
yeah. So my number 6.
Number 6.
Yeah, we're still sticking with the self-titled album, and it's with the song "In the Arms of This Low." Yeah, it's about comfort and intimacy during difficult emotional times. But I really love the whole chill vibe of the songs got,
Yeah.
and yeah, lyrically, I really love it. Yeah,
Yeah, I
it
don't
was
have it
also
on my I guess I don't have it on my list, but that's a good song. But
it was a
they're
toss up
all
between this and sleeping,
they're all
to
good
which one I
songs
like
though.
more.
Okay. In these arms of this love. Yeah, it's a beautiful song. All the songs are good. The only few maybe I can't think of what songs. Like I said, one song on the four, maybe the song I like the least. Besides that, I like everything. Um, all right, so my number 6 is "Filling the Pole" by Strict Joy. You talked about Low Rising. Yeah, "Filling the Pole" is like the most upbeat song I think I've ever heard from them. It's just I love it. It just comes out, just hits you right away with dun 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 dun. Just the acoustic guitar is just, and the piano is just very fast paced, and um bump a bump a bump a bump a bump a bump bump and away from it now to do bump a bump a bump. It's just, oh, love it. And then I get that chorus. I'm feeling the pull, dragging me away, something like that. Something bum bum bum. The big sky tonight. Do. It's just a fun, catchy, fast paced song. Like I said, a little bit different from a lot of their more beautiful, like more low song, more ballad style song. But this is so fun to listen to. The again, Glenn Hansard just knocking out of the park vocally, and then the harmonies on the chorus is so good. It's just hard not to like this song.
Yeah, it, it is a good one. But my number 5, it's one that we've actually both got on our list.
Good.
We're trying to get him on. That we both have. It's a song "People We Used to Be"
Okay.
from the Forward album. It's about looking back at how relationships and people change over time. Yeah, I love that they both sing lead on this one. I think it might be the only time they do that, if I'm not
Yeah, I like
mistaken.
it.
But yeah, I just think I think it's a really powerful song, a really excellent one. Yeah,
Good. Yeah, we're both in agreement on that one.
yeah. So that's my number five.
Number five. All right. My number five is the song Leave, which is on the Swell Season album, the first album, and on the One soundtrack. And what I love about Glenn Hansard so much, there's two songs that I kind of will say this about. He does this thing where he starts off kind of just slow and soft. And this song, it just starts with the, I love the guitar, the acoustic guitar playing. Oh, so good. And the bum, 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 bum. And he starts this, talking about, basically telling this person, just leave, it's a song called Leave, kind of get yourself and just leave, leave, let go of my hand. You've already gone. Oh, it's a beautiful, beautiful melody about, telling this person just leave, whatever. And then it gets towards the end of like maybe a minute left in the song. All of a sudden he ramps it up
Yeah,
and oh, leave, leave, let go of my hand. Like he just sings like almost yelling. I have never heard anybody sing like this before, and so emotional. He's just really telling this person leave, and it's like he's yelling, but yet he's still perfect pitch or perfect key. It's like he's still amazing, but yet somehow so much. You know, I don't know what the word is, so much emotion, so much, firepower in his voice. And you just go, holy cow. Like when you get to that part, and even the guitar, he's just really just ramps it up. And then he's just going, ba da, la da da da, da. It's just like, it's like, is he angry? Like, it sounds like he's angry, but it's like amazing, like vocally. And then he just ends it. It's just one of the most amazing moments I've ever heard a song where I'm just like, wow, this is beautiful. And then all of a sudden he ramps it up and you're like, holy cow, like that was incredible. Like I've never heard anybody do that before. And I'll talk about that on one other song that he does that again. But Leave, that's why it's this high, because how incredible Glenn Hansard's vocals are.
yeah. So my number four. I think this might be your favorite song on this album. It's the song "Stuck in Reverse" from the Forward album. It's about being unable to move forward after a painful breakup. So, yeah, it's a breakup song. It's one of the better breakup songs I've heard. I really love it. And yeah, I really like the title of the song as well. Stuck in Reverse.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it had to be in my top 10. It made it all the way to my number four.
Well, that's in my number four as well, Stuck in Reverse.
Oh, cool.
We have the same number four. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's my favorite song off of the Forward album. One of my favorite from Glenn Hansard. Just again, nails it vocally. He sings kind of high on it. Let's go back to before things got rough or whatever. And I know, like, oh my gosh, the way he hits those notes. Uh, and yeah, he's singing about like, yeah, he's trying to move on, he's trying to move forward, but he's stuck in reverse. He's stuck thinking about the past, about all the bad stuff. He says, can we go back? It's kind of like reminds me of the song yesterday by Paul McCartney. It's like, can we go back to before bad things happen? It's I think about it all the time. Of course, we probably all do. When we go
yeah,
through bad moments. Like for me, my wife leaving me, like I think about that all the time. And I probably get divorced and all this. And so when I heard this song, oh my gosh, it's definitely one of those most emotional songs I've ever listened to because of what I'm going through and just thinking about, yeah, I hear you. I'm stuck in reverse too. I can't move forward either. I'm trying to, but it's hard. It's hard to move on from what's going on. And so I think this was maybe my most listened to song from last year when I did my Spotify. I think it was at least one. If it's not, it's not number one. It was like in my top five, like most listened to songs. Because when this song came out, I listened to "Stuck in Reverse" like over and over. Like, it's one of those moments where you hear a song and you love it so much that you just sit there and you listen
Yeah,
to it for like a straight hour. All you do is listen to that one song for an hour. Just go boom, 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 because you just can't get over how good it is and how emotional you feel over. I don't know. That's the way I was with this song. So it was definitely uh, one of the best song I think of last year. But again, I not that I heard a lot of songs last year, but too bad they don't win it. They should be winning Grammys for this stuff.
yeah. Well, my number three, it's my favorite song for the Strict Joy album.
Okay.
It's "In These Arms," which
Okay, so I had that
you have that in your top 10.
number 8. All right, good.
It's about offering love and safety to someone hurting. But from when I first heard the album, it was like my favorite. It's always been my favorite on the album.
That's great.
I really love the way they both sing together on the chorus. And I love the piano playing and all the instruments. All the songs sound fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. The
So
lyrics are just
that's
so
my number
good.
three. Yeah,
Yeah,
lyrically
that's
one of their
good.
best. Yeah,
All right, so we got at least two songs we agreed on, right? No, three. We agreed on
yeah,
three so far. All right, put three to go.
three so far.
All right. Number three for me was Two Tongues, which is my favorite song off the Strict Joy album. It was in your honorable mention, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. I just love that song on that album. Uh, there's a cool bass on there too, as well. And yeah, and just yeah, and you mentioned what it was about, and that's the way I felt about it because it's weird because it says the whole lyrics is the chorus kind of is like you got two tongues in your mouth, which sounds kind of gross, but it's like it doesn't mean physically two tongues. It means like
yeah,
because you might be
yeah,
going, yeah, two tongues, like what the heck is going on here? But it's about from what yeah, and you said when you said what it was about, that's kind of what I thought it was about. Just listen to it, and that's why I loved it so much. Like, oh, it's kind of cool meaning of like, you know, one you're saying one thing and then you're saying something else. So it's like you have two different tongues. Maybe you say good things with one and bad things. I don't know. That's why I felt like sometimes we have two tongues where some are good things we say. And it's more about it's symbolism for, the words that we say, your tongue is, responsible for your talking. Even the Bible talks about the tongue can be bad or good. Meaning you can say good things and help people, or you say bad things and tear people down. Anyways, that's what I think about two tongues. Anyways, but it's just a beautiful, beautiful song. Another song that I just when I heard this album, I just listened to that song over and over again. It's so beautiful. Them together, the melody, that bass is so good in there. The two tongues in your mouth, and maybe I don't know, or something, however it goes. Oh, it's so good. It's what's so good about this group, just this duo. It's just how well they sing together and write melodies and all that. Anyways, so yeah,
yeah. Well, my number two, we get into my favorite song from the Forward album, my favorite Swell season album. It's the first track on the album,
yeah. Factory Street
Factory
Bells.
Street Bells. Yeah,
Yep, I knew that was your favorite.
it's about memories of a relationship tied to a specific place. Yeah, I think I messaged you with the ranking of the songs. I
Yeah,
have this as my number one.
yeah.
Yeah, I really
Well,
love it.
we both had the top three, just in different order. I think on the album.
Yeah, I think we did. I think the song gets better because he was better towards the end of the song, but where he's really belting it out.
Yeah,
I can sort of imagine Cat Stevens singing this one.
yeah. Oh,
It's got like
definitely.
a sort of it's got like a sort of early 70s sort of sound to this one. Yeah, so that's my number two.
Yeah. I just love that chorus, that Factory Street Bell.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
the way he
beautiful.
holds those notes. Yeah,
Yeah, the way he holds it. Oh, so beautiful. Number two for me is from the One soundtrack. So it's called Say It To Me Now. which is the actually the closer to the soundtrack. For some reason, they have it as the last song on the one soundtrack. But in the movie, you hear the song in the beginning of the movie, and I have to describe it to you, I guess, to see tell how great the song is and how it. But kind of, it's not the very first scene, but maybe the second scene of the movie. It's so amazing. Just first time watching this movie and like not knowing what I'm getting into, but
Mm.
uh, the camera is like kind of far away from Glenn Hansard. Glenn Hansard's on the street with the guitar. It's like nighttime. There's nobody around, and he's busking whatever he's playing for money, and he's sitting there playing the song. And you hear the song, and the camera gets closer and closer as the song goes. It's such a great shot. But anyways, again, just beautiful Glenn Hansard guitar playing, just him and the acoustic guitar playing, him singing, and then all of a sudden, again, it's this beautiful song that all of a sudden at the end, he ramps it up, just like I talked about the song Leave. All of a sudden, he just, well, say it to me now. And then he's just going crazy on the guitar. Just, I've never seen anybody strum that fast before. I marvel at it because I play guitar and I watch it going like, how is he playing the guitar like that? He's just like playing it so fast. I'm like, holy cow, he's playing it so fast. And he's just singing like on the top of his, just so much passion, so much emotion, just uh it's like, if you have something to say it to me now. That's like the lyric. So, it's that kind of thing where it's like, kind of maybe another end of the relationship type song. But when he gets to that last part and he just belts it out and he's like almost screaming, but yet he's still like in key somehow. It's not screaming, but yet it's close to it. And you hear the power in his voice and the emotion. You just go, I just remember having goosebumps in the movie theater and that's at the very beginning of the movie, and he's singing it, and it's just on him singing the song, and you're just going, "Holy cow, this guy can sing!" It's like one of the most amazing things I've ever experienced. So I was like, and that's why it's number two, I guess, because I just remember that first time hearing the song in the movie and going, "This guy is amazing! Like, who is this guy? Why is this guy not the next, Ed Sheeran or something out there?" Just one of the most incredible voices I've ever heard in music, and again,
He's even a better singer than Ed Sheeran.
yeah, I think so. I think he's one of the greatest. And I mean, he's a singer songwriter. He can play electric guitar. In the frames, he plays electric guitar sometimes, but him and acoustic guitar is so good. And him singing, I've never heard anybody sing with such passion and emotional energy. It's just, if you haven't heard the song, definitely listen to that song. It's just it's just something I've never heard before. Where I immediately was like, yeah, I love this guy. This is like one of my favorite. And so yeah, it's number two still because it's just an incredible song.
Yeah. But just before I get to number one, I've got a total out of the 11 songs I'm
Mm.
going to have mentioned. I've got three from the debut, four from Strict Joy, and four from Forward. So that means
So you got
I've not mentioned my favorite song from the debut album. It's gonna be Falling Slowly for me.
problems slowly.
Yeah, the one that gave him an Oscar. Yeah, it's my favorite. It's about two lonely people gradually falling in
Hmm.
love and giving each other hope.
Hmm.
I think it's one of the best love love songs in general. Really,
Yeah,
I love the way they both sing together, and the song's about 5 minutes long, but it doesn't feel like 5 minutes. I think there's quite a long build up in the song to get to the amazing chorus, especially towards the end of the song where they're both singing incredibly together. Yeah, it's my number one.
it's my number one. Yeah,
It's
it's
your
got
number
to
one as
be.
well.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
I love this song so much. It's one of my favorite songs of all time. I mean, first time I heard it, I was just blown away. Like again, you're like what is like who are these people? Why are they like I just you didn't I never experienced that before watching a movie and just being like, holy cow, this is like one of the best songs I've ever heard in my life. Like, how are they not, winning multiple Grammys and being famous? I mean, they won the Oscar for a good reason. Uh, that's how good the song is. Like that, it just it couldn't be stopped once it came out. It's beautiful that melody. Oh, the piano and his guitar playing. That Falling slowly, eyes that know me, and I can't go back. Oh, one of the most beautiful melodies I've ever heard in a song, and their
Yeah,
voices together, so good. Uh, and then you get to that chorus, and it's and again, Glenn Hansard he's the one hitting the high notes. That's what's so incredible. When he hits those high notes, I'm just like, holy cow! Like I've never heard anybody hit such amazing notes before. But their voices together blend well so well together. But the take this sunken ship and turn it something like that. And bum bum bum
yeah.
bum.
It's
Like he
not a
hits
good song
this.
for karaoke. Definitely,
It's,
definitely not.
yeah, he is incredible. I mean, and she is too. But they're
Mm,
together.
yeah,
That when they get to that big note in the chorus, yeah, that's what made I think that's what won the Oscars. I'm like, when I heard it, I was like, that's one of the most incredible notes I've ever heard in music, and it's definitely one of the songs that once I heard it, I had to hear it over and over again. And I don't know if I had it on iTunes. Maybe this is probably iTunes era. I'm sure I got like on iTunes and just got on my iPod and just listened the heck out of that song. And it was and in the movie it's incredible. Like I think talk about it, but he's a musician and he's busking and he also works for his father fixing vacuum cleaners, and she's in their Ireland, and she's from the Czech Republic but she's living in Ireland, and she's trying to sell stuff on the street, and she says, "Hey, I got a vacuum cleaner. I need fixed. What if I bring it by?" And so she brings it by while he's busking. And he's like, "Well, I can't do it here. I got to go back to my shop." And so then they're like, so then they kind of walking, and she talks about how she plays piano, and she goes to this music store and plays the piano sometimes on her time off or whatever. And the guy in there lets her play the piano. So they go, "Oh, okay, let's go in." And so they go into this piano shop or this music shop, and she goes to the piano and starts playing some stuff, anyways. And then she's like, "Hey, let's play one of your songs." And he's like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "Yeah, all right." So he pulls out, Falling Slowly, and he starts playing it on his acoustic guitar, and she starts so it's like she doesn't know. Of course, they obviously know the song, but she's
yeah,
acting like she doesn't know the song in the movie. So she's looking at him and trying to figure it out on piano. So it's this cool build up. Like you talked about the build up. What amazing build up because he starts, playing on the acoustic guitar and he starts, singing that, falling slowly, eyes that know me. And she's like, playing on piano. So it's just this great build up of them playing. And then she starts singing along. First he's singing, but then she starts kind of singing along with them, and then they get to that chorus. Oh my gosh. And they get to that take this sunken show whatever and point it home. Oh, it's
yeah.
just so good of a moment. It's like one of the greatest moments I've ever had in a movie where I'm like, holy cow, that song's so good. And the way they present it, it's amazing. Anyways, so we're in agreement.
Yeah, we
The
agree
most
with number
popular
one,
song,
and we have both have the same number four as well.
Zach saying number four and Zach saying number one. Uh yeah, we have to agree that's the best song. It's hard to deny that song. It's so
I'm
good. I'm
just,
sure it's a lot of people's number one.
I'm just a bit bummed I didn't check out the one soundtrack. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I feel like if yeah, so I'd say definitely get or listen to if anybody's watching this, listen to the Swell season, listen to the Once soundtrack because pretty much all their songs, there's like only one song in there that's not their song, but it's pretty much all their songs on there. And then Strict Joy and Forward, of course, like those four
Yeah,
albums. I've got I've got the Swell season once and Strict Joy on CD. I've got those three on CD already.
but
I need to get
if
the
they
fourth
release,
one.
but if they release another album, we should definitely review it.
Review it together, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so I need to get the fourth one forward on CD. Then I have all four, the
Hmm.
three studio albums in the soundtrack. So yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely listen to those four. Anybody that's watching this, listen to those four. It's so much
Yeah.
amazing music. Like I said, if you like duets, this is great duet music. It's more like I said, folk, indie folk. I don't know music. It's acoustic guitar and piano mostly.
Hmm.
It's a lot of slower songs, some upbeat songs, but a lot more slower songs, I would say.
Yeah.
But beautiful, beautiful slow songs with great melodies and great choruses and incredible
Yeah.
vocals. I don't know how much I can say about it, how much I love the vocals. It's so good on these albums. They haven't made a bad album. I mean, they're all great albums, and
Yeah, that's why
I,
I wanted to do a top 10 with you. So
yeah,
I knew you really liked all their albums. Like pretty
yes.
much all their songs.
This is like my favorite group that nobody knows or talks about. Like if I was to pick my favorite, this is like the one group I'd love to talk to about people and say, if you've not heard about them, you gotta listen to them. It's so
Yeah,
good.
I've got quite a few of those bands
Yeah, yeah, you do too. Yeah,
that not many people are familiar with.
you introduce.
Al Stewart. We talked about him.
Oh yeah, yeah. The Year of the Cat.
Yeah,
See, and I like that album more than the other people in our group.
I'm not sure
um,
what I know what it is for the Chinese New Year this year, but I think it was Year of the Snake last year. I'm
the
going
what?
off the tan. I'm going off the tangent now to talk about the Chinese New Year. So we're just waiting to talk about the Swell season.
Is that the name of a band? What is that?
I just want to know what the Chinese New Year animal is for this year because last year was Year of the Snake.
Oh, the year. Oh, yeah, I got you. Yeah, the year of the snake. Okay. Yeah, there's always the year of whatever. Yeah, because the year of the cat. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's the year of the cat. Yeah. Yeah, and you've introduced me to Newton Faulkner. I love Newton
yeah.
Faulkner.
I just looked
His,
it up. It's the year. It's the year of the horse
okay,
this year.
you're the horse.
Yeah, but I got you into Newton Faulkner. He's recently
Colin Hay.
released a new album,
Did he?
Newton Faulkner.
Okay.
And I saw that Conor Hay documentary.
Oh, did you?
I thought that was really good. Yeah,
Oh, it was awesome. Yeah.
saw it with mum and dad. We all three of us watched it together.
Oh man, great.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought it was a great documentary. And Colin Hay
no,
is so good. No one talks about him. It's like, man, this guy is so good.
but I wouldn't mind
Anyways,
checking that Swell season documentary at some point
yeah, check that out. Called the Swell Season, I
if we can
believe.
find it anywhere.
If you can find it, yeah. Yeah, it goes more into their backstory, I think, and how they grew up and stuff. So
But it was great to be on your channel again.
yeah, thanks for
I think
coming on
it's
and
been a while since I've been on your channel. I think it might have been the album exchange last time.
yeah. Yeah, last one you're a part of.
Or was it Oasis? It might have been Oasis.
Yeah, we did an Oasis, didn't we?
Yeah,
Top 10 Oasis songs.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
so yeah, I'm interested in what you come up next. You're the one that usually comes up with these ideas. I'm like, yeah, all right, it's good.
yeah. I, I knew you'd be up for this one.
Oh
The
yeah.
12 season one.
Oh yeah, I love talking about the Swell Season.
It had to be on your channel. You're probably their biggest fan.
Yeah, I don't know anybody knows them as well as I do. They're just not as well known.
No, is it?
But
It's a bit of a shame though. So they're not that well known.
yeah, again, they need to make some more albums.
Yeah,
uh, maybe more soundtracks. I don't know.
maybe a sequel to Once
Yeah,
called Twice.
twice.
I don't think it's got a very good. I don't think it do very well. Being called Twice.
Twice.
Yeah,
Well, just not once in a lifetime. It's twice in a lifetime.
and then the third one would just be called. I don't know, be called three times. I don't know.
The trilogy.
I'm not sure about that.
I would love to see a sequel though. They end the movie in a way where it's like I want to know more what's going on with these two. But they just never went back to it, which is fine. But it's like sometimes you don't need sequels. Sometimes it's like we can end it here. But anyways, but yeah. So thanks so much for anybody watching this, and hopefully anybody knows the Swell season. Please feel free to comment about
Yeah,
what you think about their albums or the songs or whatever. I love to speak to more people about the Swell season or get them to listen to the Swell season. It'd be awesome. That would make me more happy than anything. When someone listens to something I recommend, it makes me happy. It's like, oh, okay, good. I'm sharing good music to people, and they love it too. Then I'm so happy. It's
yeah,
like evangelizing or something. But besides that, thanks Adam for coming on, I guess, and
yeah. Thank you.
we'll we'll talk again on another stream
Yeah.
uh, before too long. So besides that, I hope everybody's doing well and have a good weekend, and we will see you later. Bye.
Ciao.